Hey guys, what's going on? Beck here from BeckZadek.com, coming to you guys live from Mexico. And I am super excited to talk to you guys today about how I rebuilt my business in just 9 months and landed myself in this beautiful five-star resort here in Mexico. Completely 100% by using online strategies, right? So I'm going to kind of break down for you exactly how I rebuilt my business online, landed myself on the top 20 list, and most importantly, how it is that you can do the same thing, how you can crush whatever goals it is that you want to crush using these same skills online. All right, does that sound good to you? Anyway, make sure you let me know who you are, where you're tuning in from, so I can say hello. And you can drop me a replay in the comments below if you are watching the replay. First of all, I want to apologize if I'm a little shaky today. My husband actually took my selfie stick to breakfast, so bear with me, but hopefully the content and the beautiful view will make up for it. All right, so let's start out with this. All right, so just to let you guys know, hey Alexis, how are you? I was terrified of starting over, okay? I had built a successful business with another company, and I was so scared to start over because of the fact that I did not want to go back to the same people that I had built my original business on, right? Hi, Brianne, how are you? I knew that I was going to have to find a new group of people to talk to about this business because otherwise I was going to keep hitting a brick wall. So what I realized is that I really had to make sure that I was building my business online, and I'm going to break down the steps for you guys and how exactly I did that. But one of the things that I really noticed was that top network marketers, right, all over the world were building their business online. Even if you are following them and they are teaching offline strategies to you, like, you know, how to do a three-way call or whatever, how to do home parties, they are building their business online because you're listening to them online, right? They're building online even though they're teaching old school strategies. So the future of this industry is in online strategies, right? People that are able to really leverage a network and build influence online are the ones who are crushing it and killing it. So drop me a 1 in the comments below if you would personally love to be able to crush your business online, you know, without doing home parties, without doing three-way calls, without doing awkward hotel meetings and all that jazz. And I think it's important to say too that like it's okay if you want to do that also, right? Like I still do some of that old school stuff, but at the end of the day, you have to be willing to learn how to build a network of people online if you really want to, you know, get out of average and land yourself at a resort like this, right? On the top 20 of your company, right? So, just to let you guys know, 99% of my team that I've rebuilt has come from online, right? Many of them I did not even know beforehand. Some of them I did, but they all 100% came to me, right? So I did not go after them. I did not send them weird messages about whether they'd like to join me. I didn't overly post on my page about how I'd love for you to join my team, right? They are all people that came to me. So drop me a 2 in the comments below if you'd love to stop chasing people and you'd love for people to come to you, right? I think we'd all love that in a way. It would make us feel awesome. And that is what attraction marketing is all about, okay? So step 1 is this. You've got to define your brand first, right? So a lot of people want to jump ahead and they want to learn how to, you know, do fancy things like funnels and websites and Facebook ads, but you cannot jump into that stuff until you have learned to define your brand, right? So who are you? What are you passionate about, right? Like what kind of value are you going to be adding to people's lives online? So that's number 1, okay? Define your brand. And you can start doing that right now, right? Like you could sit down today, take 10 minutes, find a quiet spot and really dig into what it is that you're passionate about and what it is that you love teaching people, what it is that how it is that you want to, you know, affect people on a daily basis, right? So that's number 1. Number 2 is once you've defined your brand, you've got to get super consistent with sharing that passion with the world, right? You've got to be willing to go live for 30 days, right? On your personal profile, sharing that wisdom, sharing that passion, sharing that fire, right? So you've got to get consistent. And then what happens after that 30 days is you've probably built a little bit of momentum. A lot of people will say the results just weren't there. It wasn't worth my time. And that's when they quit, right? So drop me a 3 in the comments below if you've ever started to kind of build a brand online and you didn't feel like you were getting the engagement you wanted to get, or, you know, people weren't joining your team in large numbers. So you just said, screw it, I'm just going to quit, right? Drop me a 3 if that's been you, because that's the number one thing that I see with people that are building their brand online is that they don't get results right out of the gate, because it takes time for the Facebook algorithm to catch up, and it takes time for you to build that influence. So they just quit and say it doesn't work, and they either quit their network marketing business or they go back to what they were doing before. So number 2 is consistency. You have to be willing to put yourself out there with that brand, with that fire, with that passion on a daily, consistent basis, especially at the beginning, okay? Number 3 is probably the most important thing, and it kind of comes from what I was just talking about, which is getting your mindset right. So a lot of people talk about mindset, and I used to think it was kind of garbage, right? Like drop me a 4 in the comments below if you're kind of like, oh, mindset, whatever. Like I just need to find people who want to do this with me. But mindset is the most important thing, right? I used to come at my business from this place of total and complete scarcity, right? I used to be like, oh, well, my neighbor's not interested. My uncle laughed at me. My cousin told me this was never going to work. So it's not going to work, right? It's just not going to work. Drop me a 5 in the comments below if you've ever felt that way. So at the end of the day, what you have to do is you have to come from a place of total and complete abundance, right? You have to remember that there are 7 billion people in this world, and your people are out there, right? If you can come at people every single day with that passion and what defines you and that fire behind what it is that you're doing and stay consistent, there are 7 billion people in this world, many of whom are waiting for you. They're waiting for your message, right? But you've got to show up and stay consistent, and you've got to keep that mindset of abundance and never quitting and consistency, right? So mindset is super, super important. I think that is the number one dream killer out there is mindset, and people that come from this place of scarcity and that it will never work, right? So that's number 3. So those 3 things are the things that are truly going to be the place that you start with building your business online so that people can come to you, right? Rather than you chasing people down. So let's review them really quickly again. Number 1 is you've got to define your brand, okay? You've got to figure out who you are, what you're coming to the world with. It's got to be something that you're passionate about, because you've got to be willing to do it every single day. It can't be something that you do for just 3 days, okay? Number 2 is getting super consistent, right? And number 3 is making sure that your mindset is on straight, so that when you do come against nobody watching your videos or people putting you down, that you can push through it, okay? So here's the thing that I want to offer you guys today. If you are super serious about building your business online, right, and you are serious about hitting crazy goals like getting to your top 20 in your company and getting to enjoy resorts like this — that's our private pool, by the way, pretty cool, right? Then you got to, first of all, find mentorship, right? You got to find a team that knows how to teach these strategies. So I very rarely do this, but for those of you guys that are maybe looking for a new home, not 100% happy with where you're at, I want to offer you a spot on our team where we teach these sorts of skills, okay? That's number 1. Number 2 is if you are really happy with where you're at, then I want to support that, right? Because you can build an online business at any company if you have the right mentorship. So the second thing I want to offer you is a course on attraction marketing. It's actually the same course that I took 18 months ago. That will teach you these skills. So if you are interested in learning how you can get a spot on our team and start building your business online using attraction marketing, then drop me a comment below saying team. And if you're interested in learning these skills, right, and you're happy with where you're at, then I support that, and I want you to drop me a course in the comments below. And I will make sure to get each of you the information that you're looking for. If you want to chat more about any of this, I'm also happy to chat with you. But I am committed to helping each and every one of you get where it is that you want to go. And trips like this, guys, this is not even about like me coming on here and being like, look at my beautiful background, I'm amazing, right? It is about the impact that you make on people's lives in order to even earn a trip like this. And each of you are capable of having that kind of impact in this world. All right, guys. So again, drop me a training in the comments below or a team in the comments below, and I will circle back and make sure that I have a conversation with each of you. Have a beautiful day and enjoy. Bye.